You trying to think of something politically correct to say?
No.
That's not what this show is about.
Love how your bladed shot is closer than your actual good shot.
Hey, you asleep, they whispering it over your bed like, stamp it, stamp it, stamp it.
When I'm in trouble and I'm behind a tree.
So you look forward to being in trouble behind trees?
I feel like it may be coming up soon. So, stay tuned.
That's a nice little drop right there, look.
Yeah.
Today on Range Talk, we got the already legendary and youngest member of the Callaway Golf family, Rose Zhang. Of course, I want to take the time to ask her about how she does what she does, but I also want to know what she does with all that NIL money she making now, and if it changed her at all, because I know it definitely would have changed me.
Break it down.
Rose, what's up?
Hello, hello.
How you feeling?
Good, how are you?
I'm feeling pretty good. I appreciate you taking the time to link up with me. You know, I feel like this was long overdue though, you know, because both of us being,
Yes.
you know, world number ones and stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
You know what I'm world number one at?
Influencing.
Yeah, like I think I'm the top like golf black influencer from the west side of Chicago named Roger. So like, you know,
So cool.
they put me in a couple articles and stuff like that. It's like, you know, buzz building around me. But yo, talk
Big
to me
time.
real quick about like being number one and what is that, what kind of weight does that carry? Like, do you always feel people got a target on your back, like people scrutinizing you, talking crazy about you, and you know what I mean? What is that, what's that like?
I feel like it's been pretty chill in general. I mean, I haven't really gone into, you know, just being a huge influencer and making myself spread out too thin. But I feel like in general, there's obviously a lot of talk, especially in my hometown, in my area. Golf is very big back in Southern California. But it's just really cool how like young kids would come up to me and they would ask me for advice. Parents would come up to me and ask for advice. And I'm just like, I feel like I have a big responsibility in helping future generations of golfers and young kids to aspire to, you know, play the game of golf. And I feel like it's just a super cool opportunity. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of responsibility when it comes to having that kind of platform.
Talk to me about the haters real quick.
Haters.
I know you got some hate. We all got haters. If you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping. Talk to me. How you handle the haters out there? You trying to think of something politically correct to say?
No.
That's not what this show is about.
Right. But I can't think of haters. I can't think of having any haters. Other than my friends would talk crap to me. So it would be that kind of little banter back and forth. I don't see a lot of people talking really bad about me, but I could be wrong.
That's another reason we linked up. I'm here to help you get some haters. You know,
Okay.
when you add that to your life, it like put this
Cool.
chip on your shoulder and it just take you to new heights. You know what I mean?
Right.
You tell me one great that didn't have a bunch of haters. It's the only thing that you're missing. But you know, we'll talk about that.
It just means you're big time because other people want to talk crap about you.
Yeah. Or you just, you know, you're not as good as you think you are, something like that. I haven't figured it out yet. But no, so tell me about like, you know, as far as all of the things that you accomplishing, was this all part of a plan? Like, did you have like some vision board when you were a little kid, like you was gonna win all of this stuff and beat all of these records and be number one? Like, was this all intentional or did you just kind of luck up on greatness?
Absolutely no intentions. Actually, when I grew up, I didn't really think about anything. I didn't even know what college I wanted to go to. I didn't know if I wanted to play professionally. I didn't know if I wanted to play golf long term. I just took every day one by one, did my schoolwork, went home, just chilled like a normal high school kid. But then at the same time, I was grinding probably 4 or 5 hours every single day, even more. So I definitely put in the work, but I never really thought about reaching a certain height to my golf career. I feel like it was all a byproduct of what I did off the golf course and on the golf course. Yeah.
But you know, Rose, that's very deflating to somebody like me, because I feel like I live my life with a lot of intentions and none of them ever come true. And you tell me that you never tried, and then just the whole world opened up to you.
It doesn't mean I didn't try, but it also, I had high expectations of how I did in both my golf career or my golf practice and my school life. But I would say that I never really thought about like going to a tournament and saying, I have to win this tournament, or I have to win Player of the Year this year.
You just got that stuff.
I just got it because I was more consistent.
Because you was better than everybody.
I was consistent.
We got to work on you just talking more direct to the people, like they can handle the truth, you know what I mean? So look, you got started pretty late. You were about 9 years old
Yes.
when you got rolling?
9.5.
9.5. And then,
Yeah.
so what was your player development process like? I mean, because for you to be so young and to have accomplished so much, but started so late, like what was clicking for you very early? What did you realize that you could do better than everybody else?
Yeah, there's one thing about me growing up where I was just not the type of kid to be at a desk and just do schoolwork. I had to be outside.
So you're a bad student.
Semi.
We might want to edit that out. I don't know if we need to tell the kids that that's permissible. But
You know, I definitely didn't treat schoolwork as the most important thing in the world. And my
Priorities.
parents didn't really care about that either, so I got to like just ride my bike for 4 hours, play with dogs in the neighborhood. And then on top of that, at school, I was super competitive in like tetherball and handball. I was always the first one to run to like the courts to grab a spot. And no one really wanted to play with me because I was too competitive, but I feel like it was just that internal competitive spirit that was kind of low-key, but also pretty hardcore.
yeah.
That really kind of brought me to a lot of different sports. I played from tennis to swimming, try a little bit of basketball, but my height's there, so.
Yeah.
I ended up, you know, just touching on golf because my dad's friend was super interested in it. He got my dad into golf, and my dad was like, okay, try it out.
Right.
And I was like, this is cool. I want to try it.
Was there like parts of your game that developed like really fast? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, from the start, I was actually pretty serious about how I practiced.
Ooh, that's interesting.
Yeah, and like once I started, I got a coach in my local area at Oak Creek, and all of a sudden, I was just hitting balls like 300, 400 every day.
So you got obsessed with just like the repetition
Yeah,
and ball striking.
I just went hard at it.
Yeah.
And then after a month or two, I was able to shoot like 7 over for 9 holes. And
After a month of you starting?
Yeah, like a month and a half after I started. And then I played a local event, SCPJ Junior Tour, those like junior development tour events. I won one, and then
Months after you started?
after like 2 months.
Oh,
and then,
so you a freak. That's what it is. It's not like, this is not no hard work story. This is just like God-given ability. Never mind. I was trying to draw some inspiration from that, but I see that we like two very different cases as far as this game
I was
goes.
grinding though. I was literally hitting 5 bags a day, so it was quite a bit, and I was pretty like active, so
Yeah.
it didn't really seem that tiring to me. I just did what I needed to do, and I was like, oh, this is fun. I'm just pounding balls and putting all day.
Let me see you hit like some irons. Like what's like a good scoring club for you?
Go-to iron for everything is 9-iron.
Why is that?
Because my coach and I, every single time we have a lesson, I always take out a 9-iron. I feel like it's just the most consistent iron for me to kind of adjust my swing if I need to.
I got you.
And then it's like kind of my like calibration iron where I just like try to calibrate my swing.
That's an interesting term, a calibration club.
I guess so.
I definitely don't have one of those. Ain't nothing that's gonna calibrate this.
Oh gosh.
But look, so you a Cali girl, right? Born,
Yes.
Just through and through. I gotta ask
Yep.
you about something.
Yep.
I just need you to talk to me about In and Out real quick, like what your real sentiments are. Don't say what California people want you to say? I want me and you connecting right now.
Understood.
Speak from your heart. Like, what do you really feel about In-N-Out?
It was honestly my childhood. Like, every single time I finished like a hardcore golf practice, I would go to In-N-Out with like my dad. And
I just thought so highly of your parents, you know what I mean? And then I feel like
you know,
I find out they're taking you to In-N-Out as a reward.
yeah. And then it was Chipotle, but that's apart from the fact. I went to In-N-Out and I ate so much. I would eat, like my order would be 2 double doubles with fries. And I would finish it all. Like I was like 11 or 12 at the time.
Look, you got me over here hitting bad golf shots talking about this In-N-Out
Yeah,
stuff.
I really bulked up at the time.
But like, if we could just be honest, like I'm from Chicago, and
Fries aren't that good.
You said
Sorry.
what?
Fries aren't that good.
Oh, I'm gonna just take it a step farther and say none of it is that good. You know, for
Oh,
me, like if In-N-Out was a burger, right?
Okay.
And you were like a great burger, I think that I would be In-N-Out compared to you, compared to like what a good burger could be. Does that make sense?
Makes sense.
Because I'm trash. And so I just feel like, you know, I never just understood why California people allowed a mediocre franchise like that to survive out here. And I thought that me and you were the line there, but I see we a little bit
I
different.
think it's just nostalgic. I don't even know. I feel like it's just a West Coast thing. I don't.
That'll make a whole lot of. Let's talk about something else. Like, so, Cali girl. So look, you had some interesting college choices though that you
I
could have
did.
made, right? Like when you coming out, you dominating everybody. You know, the world is your oyster.
Yeah.
How you land on Stanford? You know, was it like a you know, kind of comparing yourself to the greats and following in certain footsteps? Was it like an ego thing? Like, yo, I'm about to go and walk in those shoes and tell y'all what size they are. You know what I mean?
No and no. So.
She's so humble. She wouldn't tell me no way. She wouldn't tell me the truth no way.
Yeah, no. This is actually real, cause like when I was in freshman year of high school, that was before the NCAA rules changed, where you can take unofficial visits, you can talk to coaches, you can even commit when you're in 8th grade to a college. And I was one of the later ones. I committed in sophomore year. Yeah, everyone was like, why are you committing so late? It was one of those things. But I took 3 unofficial visits to Stanford, USC, UCLA.
Right.
I wanted to stay in the West Coast because Cali girl, and then on top of that.
In-N-Out.
Not that.
Thank you.
Not
Man,
that.
come
I
on,
mean,
take it off that pedestal real quick.
Here, hold on. The reason why I ate In-N-Out as a reward was because I ate Chinese food at home a lot.
So
I gotta mix up the
you just
American.
wanted something trash just to throw in the system just to.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, it's like people eating McDonald's.
I got you. And now we relate. Now we
Anyways.
connect. So you got your 3 unofficial visits.
3 unofficial visits, and then I basically, I was just under the impression that California is just the best by far.
Right.
In terms of weather, people, I like feel very comfortable. I travel a lot for tournaments, so I see other states, and I'm like, this isn't home.
Yeah.
But honestly, I didn't really care about reputation of schools. It was more of how do I feel there, how's the team environment, how's the coaches, how's the academics. It's just like everything together. And Stanford is just like, Stanford.
But Rose, just be honest with me.
It's crazy.
Like, there were no other considerations about legacy when you were making that choice? I mean, just like 5%.
Legacy for sure, yeah.
Okay, all right.
Legacy for sure. But as a freshman in high school, I didn't really think about that.
Yeah.
Maybe my parents did.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Also, they were nudging you. They was like behind you driving the ship. You was injured.
They were probably like, Stanford's nice. You gotta go there. It's a goal.
Hey, you asleep, they whispering it over your bed like Stanford.
Oh gosh.
Hey, so, but you go to Stanford, you get off to a very, very, very hot start. I say very 3 times because you won your first 3 tournaments, right?
I did.
What was that like?
It was a whirlwind, to be honest. I went into college thinking that it was gonna be the hardest thing that I've ever done, and I would have to adjust to school life, new people, new surroundings, and I ended up just trying to figure out what my identity was. That was my intention going into college. I was like, okay, I'm here, I'm gonna make friends, I'm gonna just, you know, try to be independent, and then I'll see where my golf game goes.
Wow.
And so I never really had the
Wow.
intention of trying to play good, but I was trying to be like, okay, I gotta try to make the team first.
Right.
And then, because our team's actually insane
Exactly.
in terms of like standings. And then I was like, okay, I just want to contribute.
Is this humility thing, like something that you do in your media training or something? Because this is like kind of, it's getting a little bit ridiculous at this point.
I was actually terrified. I was like, okay, I need to like work hard to contribute to this team if I want to stay here.
And then you come out the gates and you just win 3 in a row.
Yeah, and then it's just like, the first one I was like, okay, cool. Like I played good, surprisingly won my first event. And then the second one came and I was like, wow, won another one. I was playing good. And then the third one was at home, the Stanford Intercollegiate.
Right.
And I was like, wow, like my game allowed me to get first again.
I'm
so
better than everybody. Wow.
it just happened.
So let me ask you, going into that 4th event, did you want to just take your foot off the gas so that everybody else could get a chance? Like, what is that? Because you seem like a pretty nice person, and I feel like that's something that I would do.
Oh, heck no.
You was trying to win 4 in a row?
I wasn't trying to win 4 in a row. I came close to it,
Yeah.
but I was also, my 4th event, I got injured.
Oh.
Or like the next college season.
Right.
So I actually played the Spirit International like after my 3rd college event, which I managed to win.
Right.
So that was kind of cool. But yeah, my 4th college event, what was funny was in off season, this girl at the public gym dropped a dumbbell on my foot.
Oh.
And I was like, yeah, let's go, off season. This is literally off season. Like I literally can't play golf.
That's crazy.
So yeah, it was a bit rough. Also, I self-sabotaged myself in that event.
Why?
I like hit myself with a wedge on my ankle.
Did you do that intentionally?
No.
You know, self-sabotage is usually like intentional, I think. Well,
Right.
the more that
Unintentional
the more that I'm
self-sabotage.
prying into this 4th event, the more it seemed like you were trying to like pull yourself back so other people could have a chance. And if that's the case, you could just admit that.
No.
Yeah, it's cool. No,
But
I
you know
the truth.
what?
I
What's
know the
even
truth.
better was my teammate won. So it's all
And that was all. It was all God's plan. It's all
Yeah.
good. So talk to me about like your winning mentality, because as I sit here and spend time with you, you seem like a very chill, like relaxed person. But I don't know, like, are you, on the golf course, what type of mode do you tap into, like when you in contention, when you chasing down the lead or trying to hold the lead? Because I saw you held the lead in the NCAA championship, right? Like you trying to hold on to the lead there.
Had to
you know?
grind it out. That's
You
for
grind
sure.
it out. But
Yep.
what type of mode do you tap into when you are in competition that helps you win? Because obviously you're good at winning. So, yeah.
I definitely get into a zone where I'm kind of unfazed by anything around me.
Yeah.
Like if, you know, if there was a frantic scene, like during one of my rounds, I wouldn't really be fazed by it. I'll just be like, oh, there's something going on there. So like I wouldn't be distracted. I feel like I think about a lot of fundamental details in my brain. When it comes to like my golf game, or even like how I breathe, how I walk
Yeah.
when I'm on the golf course. So it's kind of like a mindset thing that I tap into.
Right.
And then from there, it's like whatever happens, happens. So I let myself, you know, if I do make a mistake, I let myself some time to adjust and try to figure out how to get out of trouble. So I feel like I'm not necessarily like the best like ball striker. I don't hit it the farthest. I'm not the greatest short game player in the world. I'm not the best putter, in my opinion. I think it's just, it all comes together.
A lot of your highlights got a lot of, like, you making a lot of putts, so I would kind of beg to differ there. But
Well, I guess if I'm on,
yeah,
I'm on.
Yeah. If
I'm
and
on,
you
I'm
just
on.
happen to be on more than most, which is okay. Let's shift gears a little bit. I need to talk to you about some real stuff. You know what I mean? The reason that I'm here, actually.
Okay.
You getting this NIL money now.
Yes.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. So like, you know, you got some of the biggest brands in the world saying, Rose, could we put this on you? Could you use our stuff? How did that make you feel? Is it blowing your head up? Are you able to stay humble still?
Actually, no. So the thing is, I decided prior entering college, NIL was already a thing.
Yeah.
And a lot of people was hopping on the trend a lot quicker than me. I told myself I'll give myself one fall season of just plain old college golf, and I'm not gonna touch NIL one bit.
You abstained from
Yeah,
money.
so I didn't. So I was like, I
Wow.
want to adjust to college life first, and then, you know, figure out what kind of agencies I wanted to talk to, some like NIL opportunities that I got, and negotiate with them. But it's a lot of work. That's why I knew like I couldn't balance everything together.
So you made a intentional point to say, like, I'm gonna focus on, you know, my college experience, all this other stuff. Money is secondary.
Yeah.
That's a very like rich mentality. I see a lot of, you know what I mean? Like that's how I know you're gonna do well in this world, and that's why I'm glad that we linked up, you know what I mean? But something that I gotta ask now that you are, you know, you've obviously flipped the switch and you taking them checks now. Are there people in your life that are trying to take advantage of you? Because you know now you a paid college student. You know what I mean? And you're around a lot of people that don't really have no income, don't really know where their life going, and they see you. Is it people that's trying to hitch themselves onto your wagon and you know what I mean? Like people grabbing on your coattails?
On a personal note, I feel like I have a pretty good EQ. I know like when a person has like good intentions towards me,
Yep.
and when someone may be like, hey, I want you for clout.
Yeah.
And
What your EQ tell you about me?
you're good. 2 thumbs up.
You should say. I mean, we both work for Callaway, so I don't feel like you should say anything different. You smart. I like that.
But I think that I like in general, like the people I'm around, they're just like very selfless. They're like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. They
Right.
never really like, you know, take advantage of anything. If anything, I want to give them more things.
Exactly.
Like I would give them like stuff that I would, you know, I think is really cool. Like stuff that I may not have to use,
Right.
a little extra something on the side. And it's just like, oh yeah, like this is so cool. Like I get to, you know, give in a way.
So you're a giver.
I am a giver.
That's a beautiful
I
thing.
try to.
That's a beautiful thing.
I try
Are there a lot of people like, you know, kind of in your life or younger kids asking you how do they navigate this NIL space? You know what I mean? I know like everybody at Callaway so glad to have you, you know, on board talking about you in sales bees. It's like, oh, Rose, she is. But it's like, do you have any insights that you give out to people that are looking to figure out how to maximize NIL opportunities?
I do.
What is it?
Because I have a couple of friends who, you know, they just got into college, and they were in the middle of talking to like different agencies and talking to different brand companies. It was just more of, because like they were very eager to get into it.
Right.
And it's not more so like the players, it was the parents.
Yeah.
And I think that's
They're trying
like,
to recoup on that investment.
yeah,
They done
they're
spent
like
16, 17 years on that kid. It's
Exactly.
like, yo, it's my turn. Go
yeah,
get that deal, baby.
yeah, no, but it was just like they were pretty eager. They were like, oh, what do we do? And I was like, you know, it was just basic stuff, like, you know, just make sure you know what kind of team you want to get on,
Right.
what kind of companies you want to, you know, advertise, like that fits your image,
Right.
and stuff like that. But it's all like very self-explanatory stuff. So it was just like to retell that to them. It's
Yeah.
just like a reminder. It's not really like they already know that stuff. Yeah, but in terms of like logistics, like they may like ask me a question or two.
You kind of like the GOAT of like NIL for golf. Do you feel that way?
No, but I do feel like I have a pretty GOAT team.
You got a GOAT team?
Cause like,
You know we signed to the same agency, right?
wait, what?
You know we signed to the same agency, right?
Yes.
Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
That's crazy.
But now I know. But now I know. Definitely cool. Very,
Yeah.
very cool. I'm very happy.
Yeah, I feel like, you know, maybe me and you, we link up, we go back, you know, when the camera's not rolling, we put together a little e-course or something like that, and maybe we could turn some NIL money into a little bit more money. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you
Be down.
if you want to hustle like that with me. But no, but
Let's
talk
do
to
a
me.
little bit of hustle.
Yeah, talk to me about your game right now though, as it stands. Like, what's kind of the strength of your game? What's some of the things that you're working on? You know, what are the things that you're leaning into to keep this trajectory going that you set for yourself?
First thing that I think that I'm really good at is being very self-aware
Yeah.
of like my golf game. So I understand what my body's doing. If I need a little bit of adjusting, if I'm like pulling a shot like multiple times, or if I'm like pushing a lot, I would just try to figure out a little something to kind of get myself back on track.
Yeah.
And I would say I adjust pretty well on the golf course. So it's not really, like, I've done this so many times, I know the repetitions in me. So once I trust it, once I know there's like a pinpoint spot that I need to work on,
Yeah.
I just like go from there. So I think that the self-awareness in me is like one of my strong points to my
Right.
golf game. I don't really have a specific like strength. I don't hit it crazy far. And you know, wedge game's just mediocre in my opinion.
The humility of this woman is just baffling me.
Putting, when it's on, it's on. Like I actually, like, I can drain some putts.
All right, what's your favorite shot in the bag right now? Like a shot that you like, oh yeah, I have a lot of fun with this shot right now. Like, you know, you got them shots that you get excited about hitting from time to time.
When I'm in trouble and I'm behind a tree.
So you look forward to being in trouble behind trees.
No, if I am in one. And it's like, I need to make like a really good hook shot.
Yeah.
It makes me feel,
Demonstrate.
yeah, but you gotta give me a yardage
Okay,
here.
demonstrate. Okay, you got 140. You know what I mean? Let's say we're gonna go to this second. Oh, you see the second yellow flag right here?
Okay.
The second yellow pole. And then you got these trees that's kind of like the first yellow pole. And we gotta hook it around there. Low hook around.
So a tree?
Yeah.
Oh, this tree?
No. So you see this first pole right here, the yellow and white
Yes.
pole, and then you see the second yellow and white
Yes.
pole. That's the flag. These are the trees that are kind of out,
Okay.
you know what I mean, that's blocking us out, and we gotta wrap it around there.
Okay. We'll be trying it out.
Just wanna see, you know what I mean, when she finally put her intention to something, how it turns out.
I don't know. This is a little debatable right now.
That was solid.
I kind of chunked it, but
You'll do that one more time for me? That was solid, you know,
I
for me
did
to put
chunk
you on
it.
the spot with an imaginary circumstance. Yeah.
a bit better.
Yeah, I like that.
A little side spin.
I only got a couple more questions for you.
Yes.
So let's talk about goals real quick.
Okay.
All right. So, you know, you done pretty much accomplished everything under the sun as far as, you know, things that you could do at the stage that you at, right? You will feel like you're a very well accomplished amateur golfer at this point. What else is there left to do for you here?
There's a lot actually. I think I don't really think about improving on the golf side.
Yeah.
I think about, because I feel like golf is a very like front side sport where like you actually have to try to work hard every single day.
Right.
Otherwise the skills that you worked up to can like immediately disappear.
Right.
Like in front of your eyes.
Right.
So I try to keep that mindset in front of me where I'm like, okay, yes, I played well today. I don't know if I'm gonna play well tomorrow. Like I need to work hard to make sure that I'm consistent the next day. So it's like, it's always an ongoing cycle of trying to get better.
Right.
And like, if I play a lot of events, there's obviously a lot of like playing errors that you would have, or like there would be a lot of little like adjustments that you like forget. So like I always like to backtrack and like start from square one, where I'm like setup, alignment.
Yeah, take it back to the basics.
Take it back, yeah.
So you're not really worried about goals. You just kind of stuck in the process.
I'm
and
very
whatever
very
happens
much
is gonna
stuck
happen.
in the process. I mean, sometimes it does get, like, you get ahead of yourself, and I feel like that's very normal,
Right.
especially like life hits hard, like it throws everything at you. So it's like you do have to kind of like separate a lot of like different things that are going on in your life. But other than that, like, I think I like to be like single-minded, live in the present, do what I needed to do, and then go from there.
The question that I'm trying to get to is, when are you going pro? That's what everybody. I was trying to allude to that, and I felt like you was just gonna keep tap dancing with me, so I'm gonna just go ahead and ask you. Yeah. So when you going pro?
Going pro. I feel
You could
like
tell me. You could tell me the truth.
I feel like it may be coming up soon. So stay tuned.
That's a nice little drop right there. Look, I don't like to let nobody leave this episode or any of these episodes without putting a little money on the line. You know, we got to gamble. We got to do something. Because I don't know if you could tell by the few shots that I hit, but I'm not,
You're
know
pretty
what I mean?
good.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to say you
Yeah,
said it.
you're
I didn't
really
say
good.
it. So I know you got a lot of little NIL money floating around. You want to pick a competition real quick? One shot challenge?
Sure, I mean,
Do you want to pick? Ladies do the honors?
you can pick.
I can pick?
You can pick whatever
Okay.
you want.
So just to level set a little bit here, though, you know, most people here would agree that you're considerably better than I am.
I don't know if you get a handicap or not.
Anyways, most people here would say you considerably better than I am. So I think that for every one shot you hit, I should get
Go.
3, 4,
I mean,
3. I say 3. I get 3
Fine.
chances to beat you.
Okay,
Okay. Let's just do a little closer to the pin to this first white and yellow. You said your wedges was
white
kind of
and
mediocre.
yellow. Okay.
You know what I mean?
How far is it?
I don't know.
Do you
You
have
the
a
good golfer here,
rangefinder?
not me. You supposed to have laser-like calibrated vision.
That's very much debatable. Okay.
First of all, how much you paying for? Or do you want to just, you want to talk about that offline?
I'm broke.
Come on now. You just gonna, this is our first time talking and you gonna lie to me like that. That's crazy.
Oh gosh, I don't know how far this is. I'm just gonna. Oh, that's very long.
I'm gonna give you one more calibration shot. That was fair. Now you could give me an
Okay.
actual number.
It should be 90 yards.
90 yards? Okay, let me get my 90 yard swing warmed up.
It's either 90 or 80. I don't even know. Oh yeah,
You said, oh yeah?
that's better. Oh, never mind.
All right, so I got 3 shots to beat that?
Yeah.
Man, it's gonna be my first time getting a little taste of that NIL money, actually. You know what I mean? Hey, make sure you can still see your ball right there, Rose.
I see it.
Oh, you talking during my shot. That's crazy. I thought you was more of a sportsman than that. Okay, that was not close. Is this the right wedge? Hold on.
It's probably not 90 yards.
You done lied to me again.
It's probably 95.
You done lied to me twice.
Apologies.
Oh my God.
You probably already won.
That might spin though.
Yeah, that's closer.
Hey Rose,
You
I can't
were
win.
1 yard.
I can't win off a bladed wedge. Hold on. Let me put some respect on my name, even though I'm already taking 3 shots.
It's kind of not fair.
Why is it not fair? You the #1 golfer in the world of the universe of history. What you
I
talking
love
about?
how your bladed shot is closer than your actual good shot.
That's a testament to my skill level. I'm not ashamed of that. But Rose,
okay,
I do want to say thank you so much though. Like you impacting the game in a major way. Everybody that I've talked to about you has nothing but amazing things to say. Your accolades obviously speak for themselves. And
Thank you.
on behalf of myself and everybody at Callaway, you know, we love you so much, everything you're doing, and you know, we hope you so much more success.
Oh my gosh, I'm so thankful. Thank you. Good end.
Yeah.
So there you have it. Composed beyond the years and the epitome of letting things come to you. I have zero doubts that Rose is gonna be one of the greats in the game, but I also think that Rose will blossom to be something that's great for the world at large. Man, that was a bar right there. She gotta wanna give me some of that NIL money after she hit that.